The ninth tauhid is the kafir institution, like the UN, the IMF, the Illuminati, the Freemasons. Because when you give your bay'ah to the shaitan, you are no longer a Muslim. The UN was set up not for the protection of Muslims, but for the destruction of Muslim countries. Where was the UN when the Buddhists of Burma was killing Muslims? Where was the UN when the Serbs were killing the Muslims in Bosnia? Where was the UN when the Jews were killing the Muslims of Palestine? Where was the UN when the cow worshippers, the Hindus, were killing the Muslims of Kashmir, and they continue to kill Muslims in Kashmir even till today? There is no benefit in the UN. It's not a Muslim organization. And it is haram for a Muslim country to join the UN because it was set up for the destruction of Muslim countries, not for the benefit of Muslim countries. And no Muslim is allowed to join the army of the UN claiming we are peacekeeping troops, because this is a kafir organization that has no good in it. The 10th tauhid is those who dislodge the Sharia. So these rulers in the Muslim world today who dismantle the Sharia, dislodge the Sharia, and govern the people with their evil and corrupted desires, they are the 10th example of the tauhid. There are people today who claim when you dismantle the Sharia, it is a minor kufr. So all the Muslim leaders who dislodge the Sharia, they are still inside the fold of Islam. And this is a big lie. This creed is Zandaka, it is heresy. Ibn Taymiyyah, Ibn Kathir, and all the classical scholars pass a fatwa saying that if you dislodge the Sharia, you become a kafir. Ibn Kathir went further. He says such a person should be fought until he returns to the Sharia of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ibn Kathir and Ibn Taymiyyah said it is the ijma of all the Muslims that whosoever dismantles the Sharia is a kafir. This person is the 10th tauhid. When the Jews dislodged the Sharia by setting their fish net to catch the fish on a Saturday, Allah turned them into apes and swine. Who did Allah turn into apes? Those who saw them breaking the Sabbath and didn't stop them. Who did Allah turn into swine? Those who actually broke the Sabbath. Why did Allah turn them into swine? Because you are shameless. The pig is a shameless animal. Why did Allah turn some of them into apes? Because the apes, he copies what he sees. So if you are going to go along with the crowd, you are like an ape, you are like a monkey. Why can't you think for yourself? Why do you follow the crowd? Allah told you in the Quran, if you follow the crowd, they are going to lead you astray. Allah told you on many occasions in the Quran, in tuti akthar man fil ard yudilluka an sabilillah. If you follow the majority, they are going to take you away from the path of Allah Ta'ala. Surah 6, 116. So for you to follow the crowd without thinking for yourself, you are behaving like a monkey. And Allah said, Inna sharrad dawab indallah as-sumabuk alladhina la yaqilun. Surah 8, verse 22. Verily the worst of created creatures, the worst dab, the worst beast in the sight of Allah are those who are deaf, dumb and blind. They can't even think for themselves. We don't want to be among those who are deaf, dumb and blind. We want to think for ourselves, so we follow the hujjah, the evidence. We follow the Quran and Sunnah. We don't follow the crowd, because Allah cursed the majority in the Quran. In Surah 6, 116, if you follow the majority of those who are on earth, of a surety, they shall lead you astray from the path